All right, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit more onto this painting. I'm gonna add some trees, all right? So we're gonna get a good glimpse, a good step on how to do it. I'm gonna bring you in close. I want you to go ahead and find maybe more of a flat brush, maybe kind of like this guy right here, flat side, flat brush. You can do big, medium, small, I would say the three sizes you want. I'm just gonna use green and black for this, all right? So we're gonna make a dark green. So get it ready and we'll get this party started. I've got my flat brush right here. This is more of like a medium-sized one. I'm gonna try that out. I'd say if you want, you can also do a small one. Just find a small one just so you can play it a little bit safe. So I can, show you a small one right here as well. They're both flat-sized brushes. I'm just gonna use the same palette I was using. I'm gonna go ahead and mix some green and black. Again, we're just trying basic colors right now and just really getting you a feel for how the basic paints mix together and make all these different colors. But you can kind of just mix it around and get a good feel. And this kind of becomes like a real dark green, a little swampy. But let's go ahead and make a first line with using the flat side of our brush. Okay, the flat edge right there. We're not using it like this one or this big way. We're gonna use it the smaller way. Okay, you can see it's pretty big. You can see the trunk's gonna be a little bit larger down below. Okay, so you can kind of thicken that up. Now that gave a pretty good line. And you can see it's just, real dark green. If you want to add more black on it, you can too. That darkens it up. It adds more of a silhouetted kind of look if you'd like. But I would say maybe switch back to your small brush, or if you're already using it, just use your small brush for the next one. And we're gonna go ahead and put some more of that dark green on the smaller brush. I'm gonna come down, well, you know what, here, I'll make that just a little bit thinner up top. And you can see that line, how much thinner it was just because I got a smaller one. All right, but now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down a little bit here. And I'm just gonna start making a couple little lines, breaking off here. And I'm using a flat brush right now. We're gonna try that. We're gonna start off with this. And we'll switch some brushes and just see how the difference is. But I'm making some little brush strokes and breaking up this tree. Now you can also add more black into it if you want more of a silhouetted kind of feel. We can add that later on too, but as you come down, your branches start to get a little bit thicker, maybe weighed down a little bit. Some of them do still go up though. But you can see there's different uneven gaps. There's uneven gaps in here, and that gives it more realism. More of a realistic kind of feel. And I'm just making these little spikes almost. Okay. You can also use a fan brush during this. All right, you can also use fan brushes. I've seen tons of artists use fan brushes. But again, we're just kind of getting you off to the basics. And that green is starting to, it fades a little bit as it goes through the blues and the whites there. And that makes it softer looking. Not as much of a silhouette, but at least there's something there. Some good color. As you can see, I'm coming down here, getting pretty close. And you can switch back to a large brush. You can keep with the same size, whatever you'd like. But this is kind of a nice evergreen tree, as you can tell by now. Boom. And there you go. Just practicing your spikes, practicing all that. You can see, look at that tree. It's got a lot of unevenness. You can even thicken some areas up if you want, just to make it look like it was a little bit more full in an area there. See, check that out. Just added a little bit more paint, made it a little bit more thicker and fuller in some areas. But really it started with the thin and then worked a little bit thicker as we went, and I can make some little spikes going off that. But remember, nature's not perfect. Again, you can, just make mistakes with these trees and just get a good feel for how, your brush works, but I'm using the side of the brush. So there is that tree right there. It's a pretty nice little tree. All right, so keep it up, try it out, you know, find that one here, we'll switch it up. All right, I'm gonna try kind of like a rounded brush on this one here, just to get a different feel, see how this works with a tree. Make this one a little bit smaller. The line was fantastic right there. Wow, that made a really good, easy line really quickly. All right, so I think I would recommend using this kind of brush, making that kind of line versus the flat one. I'm going to come down and then I'm going to start doing those lines again. And this I can tell is much, much finer. Wow, what a difference in, I can like barely touch the canvas and there's like a real thin thing happening here. Okay, so as you can see, we used a few different brushes. We are practicing with our trees. Again, that dark green and black, just go ahead and make trees, maybe all across right here, just so you can get that practice in, get a good feel for it. See you at the next show.